because my motto now is you either love or you hate, and you must do so violently. And the reason you must hate violently is because, and you have to hate everybody that's not in your family, because they're there to destroy your family. And they will come at you in all forms and shapes. And therefore, there's nothing in the middle. I don't live in the middle anymore. That's where you get slaughtered. That's where you get embarrassed in front of the prom queen. And it's just not an option. So, you know, within that is tremendous focus and tremendous clarity and tremendous peace, because you have absolute and total resolve about your decisions. If you love with violence and you hate with violence, there's nothing that can be questioned. And people say, oh, you know, you're going to work through your resentments. Yeah, no, I'm going to hang on to them, and they're going to fuel my attack. And they're going to fuel the battle cry of my deadly and dangerous secret and silent soldiers, because they're all around you. Anyway, thought you were just messing with one dude. Sorry, winning.
How important was it?
But I can't use the word sober, because that's a term from those people, and I have cleansed myself. I closed my eyes, and it's a nanosecond I cured myself from this ridiculous model of disease and addiction and obsession. It's just the work of sissies. The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning. You know, this bootleg cult. You know, arrogantly referred to as Alcoholics Anonymous, Alex, supports a 5% success rate. My success rate is 100%. Do the math. Take, for instance, its founder, a desperate and, broken down plagiarist, stayed high on acid until the day he died. I can't seem to find that chapter in his silly book of lies. And then, Alex, try to get your mind around this as a fellow warrior deep in the trenches. Their entire manifesto is built upon complete and total surrender, or the concept of complete and total surrender. They urge you to put down your sword and come join the winners. In 22 years, the only winners I could locate in their toothless warren were either driving a convertible van or living like trolls under some abandoned bridge. Another one of their stupid mottos, Alex, is don't be special, be one of us. Newsflash, I am special, and I will never be one of you. There it is.
You sound like Thomas Jefferson.
Well, I'm not Thomas Jefferson. He was a pussy. No, but I dare anyone to debate me on things. Debate me on AA right now. I have a disease? Bullshit. I cured it with my brain, with my mind. I'm cured. I'm done. Well, we all have to sit in here and touch ourselves and frown. Well, you know, you don't look like you're having a lot of fun. I'm going to hang out with these two smoking hotties and fly privately around the world. You know, it might be lonely up here, but I sure like the view, Alex.
Stay with us. Charlie, you've got a note that you wanted to read here on air.
Yeah, yes, I do, and it's from one of my goddesses. It's from the Natty, and it just says, "This is how blessed and perfect my insane life is. My monkey man, my king, my high priest, ninja warlock. I love you violently with the fire of 1,000 suns. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, experience, Jedi mind powers, amazing humor, and unconditional love. I am truly honored to not walk behind nor in front of you, but by your side. N with a capital C at the end." Can't find that in the Bible, but whatever. It's really kind of boring and long and talking snakes and wow. We give up a whole Sunday for that garbage.
Well,
missing a lot of good sports, people. Lots of good sports.
Well, Charlie,
I look at the game of baseball, and I'm reminded of a quote that I wrote. It is a perfect game where its poetic ebb and flow can silence the loudest crying infant in the universe into a smile-draped nap.
That's pretty heavy.
It's not bad. It goes on, but people will just tune out at some point because they're stupid.
Well, let me tell you, the voice messages you've left me that are private, that's some pretty power. Charlie, you will be back at work Tuesday.
I'll be early. I don't sleep. I wait. Do you remember that bald fool, Lenny, that came in with his therapy and his voodoo, and he tried to judge me? He said I was too excited. The only thing I got excited about was catching the last drop of blood just before his beheaded, silly dome made contact with my beautiful wooden floor in my home in front of my children.